Welcome to Bohl Diamond at Blair Field as the Long Beach State Dirtbags play host to Hawaii, with both teams looking for their first conference win. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside Alex Prado, and you're listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. The Dirtbags enter this series trying to get back on track this season. A 6-1 defeat at USC on Tuesday extended their losing streak to 6 games at 4-12 overall now. There's been a lot left to be desired for DJ Bruce's group, which is a sentiment the head coach has echoed in post-game press conference.
Yeah, Bruce, this Dirtbag squad is definitely deep, and we're going to be looking at guys like Trevor Goldenetz and Jake Evans to give Long Beach the firepower at the plate. Goldenetz is leading the team in batting average, hitting .379, while Evans is leading in slugging percentage at .467.
Those are the top two hitters in the Dirtbag order tonight. We'll take you through the rest of it. But first, Hawaii is on the road for the first time in 2026 after playing the first 16 games of their season in Honolulu. Fifth-year head coach in college baseball, longtime veteran Rich Hill saw his Rainbow Warriors swept at home against Cal Poly last weekend. Hawaii still stands at 9-7 overall.
Hawaii is definitely a team to look out for, especially on the bump. They're holding an ERA of 3.02 as a team, putting them 13th in the country in that category. They've held their opponents to 3 runs or fewer in 9 games this season. Isaiah Magdaleno has been a huge part of that, leading the Rainbow Warriors at a 2.7 ERA.
Magdaleno's the starter tonight on Friday night for Long Beach State. They've got the redshirt sophomore Jake Fields on the bump. He hasn't had quite as much success, but so far in this season, 4 appearances, a 1-2 record, and a 5.03 ERA. Fields is on the mound. We'll take you through the Long Beach State defense. Jake Evans over at third base, Trotter Enright at shortstop, Easton Elliott getting the starting nod at second base, and Aaron Perez over at first. The two notable exclusions from the Long Beach infield tonight, Dylan Lino, the regular third baseman, not in there, and then Camden Gasser, the second baseman, most of the year so far for the Dirtbags, also on the bench. In the outfield, left to right, Smith Chandler, Trevor Goldenetz, and Reed Montgomery out there for Long Beach State. Connor Stewart, the sixth-year catcher, is in the squad to complete the battery. Take you through the Hawaii starting lineup as well. Leading off in center field, they've got Kamana Nahaku. Gabe Wright, the right fielder, will bat second, graduate student, and another graduate student behind him, Ben Ziegler-Namoa, the first baseman, batting in the 3 spot. Draven Nishida bats cleanup and plays left field. You might know that name. He played at Cal State Fullerton last year in the 15-mile rivalry with the Dirtbags. Elijah Iquez plays at shortstop and bats 5th. Cody Watanabe, the second baseman, bats 6th for Hawaii. Jake Redding in the squat and batting 7th. Christian Hoffman DHing in the 8th spot, and then rounding it out, Tate Shimau plays third base and bats 9th. It's Kamana Nahaku digging in, the center fielder for Hawaii, into the right-handed box to get things started. Jake Fields, the righty, on the mound. Shadows with a little bit of sun poking through on the infield. Fields goes out of the windup, and we're off with a pitch up high for ball 1.
It's going to be a great matchup today. 2 teams that are looking to get themselves back into a groove here. Long Beach losing their last 6 games, falling to USC in the last one.
1-0 pitch, a fastball that missed in. Command has been the problem for Jake Fields so far this year. 19.2 innings and 18 walks for him. 17 strikeouts of the line of the redshirt sophomore. Kamana Nahaku batting .227 so far. Fields bends in a breaking ball. Good pitch for his first strike of the night.
Kamana's leading in on-base percentage this season for his squad, this starting lineup at .424.
15 walks already. Takes a fastball off the outside corner, and the Haku's ahead 3-1. It's a good crowd at Blair Field on this Friday night. This is the final time in this series that Hawaii and Long Beach State will be regular season Big West opponents. Hawaii going to the Mountain West next year as a full-time member, and Nahaku takes another fastball outside. It's a 5-pitch walk to start the night.
It's going to be a great matchup today, especially with Fields on the bump. He's got to get out there early and start knocking them down if Long Beach wants a chance to get at this Hawaii squad.
Jake Fields is making his 4th start of the season today, 5th overall appearance. Even last year, command was never quite as sharp as he'd like it to be. Gabe Wright digging in now. Another right-handed hitter for Hawaii. First pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike.
Field is sitting right at a 5.03 ERA for this season.
This is a Hawaii offense that hasn't quite gotten off the ground as Fields picks off the first, but Nahaku dives back. Nahaku 6 for 8 on stolen base attempts this year, so he's a threat over there. The Rainbow Warriors, as a team, batting only .236 this season. Another pickoff throw. Nahaku, close play, but he's back. Neither of these two teams have had a lot of slug in their offenses so far. Hawaii with only 4 home runs as a team through 16 games. Long Beach at 5. Now Fields comes home with the 0-1, shows bunt, pulls it back, and a breaking ball missed outside.
I think the big difference here between these two teams, Bruce, although their batting is right around the same range in that 200 average, the pitching, Hawaii is sitting at 3.02 in comparison to Long Beach's 6.5. So a big difference there on the bump.
Long Beach has struggled with their pitching staff. This is the first time Jake Fields is making the Friday night start. Seen the true freshman Jason Gerfers in this role a couple of games. Now a breaking ball gets swung on and missed. So Long Beach trying to figure out their rotation. They had to see their ace from last year pitching on the other side of the ball against them on Sunday at UC Santa Barbara just under a week ago. Kellen Montgomery went 6 innings. Now another pickoff throw, close play, but Nahaku is just back in time. Counts 1-2 to Gabe Wright, man on first, nobody out, and no score in the top of the first inning.
I like the aggression from Field so far. The first runner on, he's already picked him off. Tried to pick him off twice already.
Fastball checked his swing and fouls it straight back.
That's a good combo right there. The last pitch before this one was a breaking ball in the outside corner, and then you want to go a high riser on the inside. Change the batter's eye a little bit.
Jake Fields trying to put away Gabe Wright. Transferred from Indiana River State College. Now the runner goes from first. It's taken low. Throw down from Stewart is not in time. Tag went down a little slow from Easton Elliott covering second base. It's a stolen base for Kamana Nahaku, his 7th.
I think Elliott thought that it was going to be a easy play because the ball was there with plenty of time, but he didn't put the tag down quick enough.
Not sure how it looked. The throw looked like it was there in time and accurate, but the tag was just a little late. Counts 2-2 now to Gabe Wright. Man on second, nobody out. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball. Jake Fields goes back to the slider and gets his first punch out of the night.
That's a great pitch right there. As I mentioned earlier, switching the batter's eye. First strike was on a breaking ball low and outside, and then the second one, high inside fastball. Then he goes right back to that breaking ball on the outside. It's a constant movement from Fields. And he got his first K of the night.
Brings in the 3-hitter, Ben Ziegler-Namoa. First baseman for Hawaii, batting .254 this year. First pitch fastball, swung on and missed. Good heater up at the letters.
Ziegler-Namoa with the most at-bats in the starting lineup so far with 59, separating himself from the rest of the Rainbow Warrior squad.
Fastball sails up and away. Mentioned Hawaii only has 4 home runs as a team. 2 of them are from Ziegler-Namoa. Strong left-handed batter in the box, graduate student. Breaking ball misses down low. So it counts 2-1 to Ziegler-Namoa.
You see Elliott over there at second base, playing deep beyond the grass, far over to the right for this lefty. And I'm sure Fields is going to want to throw on the outside. Looks like he is.
Misses down low. Counts 3-1.
You got a speedy runner at second too, so Don't want to give up anything on the right side because that'll be a chance to score for the Warriors.
Fields looks back towards second base, then comes home and misses high with a fastball. First base was open. Ben Ziegler-Namoa takes the second walk of the inning for Hawaii. We'll bring up Draven Nishida for his first at-bat with Hawaii against Long Beach State. Played for Cal State Fullerton last year, but now batting cleanup for the Rainbow Warriors tonight. Runners at first and second with one out. Hawaii threatening in the top of the first.
Jake Fields still trying to find his control here. He's got a good pitching scheme so far. Just has to keep him within the box.
Inside move to second base, but Nahaku's back standing up. Aaron Perez at first base, pulled back behind the runner. Jake Evans was creeping up towards the baseline, but now back at regular depth. Regular double play depth, that is. First and second, one out. Breaking ball misses in the dirt, but it's blocked by Stewart. Runners stay put. Nishida's ahead 1-0. Now it's going to be a mound visit from Abe Alvarez. It's been a struggle for Jake Fields early in the game to find the zone. Already 2 walks issued, and for Fields, of his 16 pitches, only 6 of them have been strikes.
And credit to Hawaii as well, being patient at the plate right from the get-go. Trying to let the game come to Jake Fields over here rather than trying to get aggressive at the plate. And now you got 2 runners on, only 1 out, and a chance to get some runs in the first inning.
Abe Alvarez is the first-year pitching coach for Long Beach State. Of course, pitched here at Long Beach State as a player. Was a standout. Eventually got drafted by the Red Sox in 2003. Was on the 2004 Red Sox World Series team. Got a cup of coffee in the big leagues and got a ring out of it. The left-handed hitting Draven Nishida back in the box, ahead 1-0. Fields with the sunlight poking through the clouds on him, and he gets a swing and a miss. A good changeup off the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1.
Good idea right there. Keep it away from the zone, but close enough to get a hack at it.
It's an 80-degree evening. Warm weekend coming up in Long Beach. 1-1, misses down low with a breaking ball. This is the first game of a 3-game weekend set. Both of these teams 0-3 in conference play after the Big West schedule began last week. 2-1. Pop up into short center field. Goldenet's ranging in, and he's going to get there, makes the catch. Both runners retreat to their bags. Now 2 outs with runners still at first and second.
Good effort from Fields right there on that last at bat. Not giving up and not giving in and going to battle. Now we got 2 down.
Elijah Iquez to come up next for Hawaii. Still a couple runners on. This is the Hawaii offense that's been built in the transfer portal, but Iquez is the only guy out of the starting 9 tonight that has played his whole career so far in college at Hawaii. And junior shortstop steps in here, batting .310 on the season. Fields looks back to second, then comes home. It's a line drive foul down the right field line. 0-1 to begin the at-bat.
Definitely shows that Iquez has been here for a while. He's hitting .310, the most on this Hawaii Rainbow Warriors squad.
Checks his swing and a breaking ball misses. The appeal went down to David Buck at first base. Introduce the rest of the umpiring crew. Matt McMahon is behind the plate tonight. Anthony Norris at second base and Javier Navarro at third. Iquez, a Hawaii native, takes one down and in. So he's ahead 2-1.
That breaking ball has been a blessing and a curse for Jake Fields so far. He got the first K on a breaking ball, and Now he's still trying to find it in the zone on that outside corner for the righty.
Just missed again with it. Tried to front door the curveball, but just stayed in. Counts 3-1 Iquez.
That was a great pitch. Iquez, credit to him laying off a super close pitch at the plate.
Runners at first and second with 2 out. 3-1 pitch from Jake Fields. Flied out of play down the left field line. Turned and burned on a fastball. The count's full now, so the runners will get a head start from first base and second base. No score in the top of the first inning, and Jake Fields trying to keep it that way. Full count to Elijah Iquez. Fields toes the rubber, looks back to second. Now comes home with the payoff pitch, and he paints the outside corner with a fastball. Iquez goes down looking. The second strikeout in the inning for Jake Fields, and he leaves a couple stranded. Going to the bottom of the first, still no score on 22 West Radio. Long Beach coming up to bat for the first time tonight. Take you through Long Beach State's batting order. Trevor Goldenetz, the true freshman, leading off in center field. Jake Evans batting second. Trotter Enright in the 3 spot. Smith Chandler in the lineup tonight. Batting cleanup, was on the bench against USC, but back in for this one. Matt Toomey also was benched against USC, but makes his return to the lineup in the 5 spot. Reed Montgomery, the sophomore, bats 6th. He was up in the 3-hole against the Trojans. Aaron Perez batting 7th with Connor Stewart in the 8 spot. And Easton Elliott came in off the bench as a defensive sub against USC. Gets the starting nod in the 9 spot in the order tonight. First pitch comes home and misses down and away from Isaiah Magdaleno. Really big success story for Hawaii. Pitched all 24 of his games last year out of the bullpen, and he was fantastic. A 2.70 ERA and 9 saves. But has made the move into the starting rotation this year and has continued his success. 3.70 ERA so far this year and a sub-1 whip. Misses outside again, so Goldenetz is ahead 2-0. Speaking of great seasons, Trevor Goldenetz has had one so far. True freshman from Huntington Beach High School, batting .379. He's been the leadoff man for the majority of the 16 games so far. Takes a fastball at the knees to make the count 2-1.
Golden Knights with the highest batting average of this Long Beach starting squad so far at 379, and Jake Evans is right behind him at 378.
Now shows bunt, but taps it foul back behind home plate. That's a weapon in the arsenal of Trevor Golden Knights that he hasn't been afraid to use. Couldn't get that one fair, though, and the count's 2-2.
Golden Knights is also particularly skilled at getting on base through walks. He's got 12 so far this season.
Takes a fastball outside, and the count is full. Golden Knights has paired those 12 walks with only 9 strikeouts. So he's been good at getting the ball in play and letting his speed work. Payoff pitch from Magdaleno. Hard ground ball over towards second base. Scooped up by Watanabe, and he throws the first in plenty of time for the first out. That'll bring up the next young phenom so far this season for Long Beach State. As you mentioned, Jake Evans at 378, right behind Golden Knights for the batting title for the Dirtbags so far. Been a really good start to the season, and TJ Bruce talked after that game at USC about how Jake Evans is not necessarily the most skilled guy on the team, but he's just always at Blair Field getting work in, and he's a gamer. Line drive out towards left field, ranging back, Nishida to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Right on cue, Jake Evans has his first home run of the season, and the Dirtbags are ahead 1-0 in the first.
Jake Evans, are you kidding me? Pulled that one to left center, no doubter.
Leaves the yard over the left center fence. That was a no-doubt homer for Jake Evans. Cleared the first wall here at Blair Field and the old fence behind it. First home run of the year. That'll bring Evans' average all the way up near 400. He's been fantastic in the playing time that he's gotten so far.
That's a great look for Long Beach as well. Getting out early, getting the lead early, and not playing a catch-up game.
Trotter Enright in now, takes a strike to start his plate appearance. 1-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the first off the solo home run from Jake Evans. First pitch that he saw left the yard. Now it's a ground ball over towards second base again. Watanabe scoops it up and throws to first in time. 2 outs and nobody on. Crowd still buzzing though from that Jake Evans homer. It was only the second home run that Isaiah Magdaleno has given up this year. 25 innings on the season. And this is not a ballpark that facilitates many home runs. It's not a cheap shot for Jake Evans. Left the yard by plenty. Smith Chandler in the box now, takes the first pitch outside. Chandler's batting .320 so far this year. 1-0 from Magdaleno. Breaking ball bends onto the outside corner for a strike.
Magdaleno has taken control of this breaking ball so far. As we saw, 2 of the outs already come from ground outs on the right side over there.
1-1. Fastball missed just low. The fact that Chandler and Matt Toomey, the 4 and 5 hitters for Long Beach State in the lineup tonight, were both on the bench against USC, really illustrates how TJ Bruce has been searching for the offense that he wants to find. Breaking ball in for a strike. And very inconsistent run production for Long Beach State so far, averaging 4.9 runs per game. When you look at the overall numbers, you'd think it might be higher. 255 batting average. The breaking ball misses low. Count is full.
And it's tough to be in this position, Bruce, because as you mentioned, Long Beach is still trying to find the groove and trying to find the right 9 guys to start a lineup, but We're at well over 10 games within the season, and they're still trying to figure it out.
Smith Chandler takes a walk here. So the Dirtbags have a 2-out base runner, and Chandler is dangerous on the bases. 3 stolen bags so far this year. Certainly willing to run. Brings up another fast player on this Dirtbag staff that is built on speed. But before Matt Toomey can go up there, there's going to be a pitching change for Hawai'i. Their pitching coach, Keith Zaniga, walking out there. So far in this top of the first inning, Magdalena's thrown 15 pitches. 2 base runners have reached for the Dirtbags. Jake Evans hit solo home run, the first pitch that he saw. And then now Smith Chandler drew a walk.
Chandler's 3 for 4 on stolen base attempts this season. Only got caught once.
Mound visit breaks for Hawai'i. Now Matt Toomey will dig in. DHing tonight, spent much of the season in right field, but recently Reed Montgomery has been getting the playing time out there. Smith Chandler off of first base. Good situation to run with Chandler at first and 2 outs. Matt Toomey in the left-handed box. First pitch fastball in at the knees for a strike. Jake Redding, the catcher for Hawai'i. Shimao pulled even with the bag at third. Now they pick off to first, but Chandler dives back.
Magdaleno has been so good at painting the plate so far in this first inning. Let's see what he does here on this 0-1 pitch.
Toomey takes again, up and out. Counts 1-1. Magdaleno comes home with a breaking ball. It missed low. So Toomey moves ahead.
This is where Toomey has to be smart right here. Looking to get a hit rather than a walk with 2 outs in this inning.
Another pick off to first, but Chandler dives back head first. There's no sunlight left peeking through between the mound and home plate. Still one streak of light through the right side of the infield. Breaking ball got the outside corner. Generous call. It counts 2-2. Sun still could be a bit of an issue in left field. Chandler goes from first, and it's popped up just beyond the second base bag in the grass. The shortstop Iquez underneath, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So the Dirtbags leave one stranded, but they strike first. Jake Evans with a solo home run, and we're going to the second. 1-0 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Hawaii coming back up in the top of the second, trying to strike back as Long Beach gets ahead 1-0. Cody Watanabe, the second baseman, leading things off for Hawaii. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the order. Or excuse me, 6, 7, and 8, that is. Watanabe batting sixth and playing second tonight. Lefty in the box with Jake Field still on the mound for Long Beach State. Sophomore kicks and fires and finds the zone for strike one.
Quite a few lefties for this Hawaii Rainbow Warriors squad. There's 4 so far in the starting lineup with 5 righties on the other side.
Fields misses outside. It was a 26-pitch first inning for Jake Fields, including a couple of walks. It's been his struggle so far this year is to find the strike zone consistently. 1-1 misses up high. 20 walks now in 20 2/3 innings.
And apart from finding the strike zone, Bruce, it's trying to find it early as well. When you have the first inning with 26 pitches, now you're kind of behind at the bump and trying to catch up.
Misses badly up high. And it counts 3-1. Fields certainly behind the pace. Exactly 30 pitches now with nobody out in the top of the second inning. Fires out of the windup and misses up high. 3 straight fastballs miss above the letters. It's a 5-pitch walk for Watanabe.
Yeah, it's not a good look when Fields doesn't have too much command of his fastball. His breaking ball looked a little better in the last inning that we saw him, but the fastball's got to be the heart of the operation for Jake Fields.
Leadoff man on for Hawaii. Jake Redding, the catcher, will dig in next. Native of California. A quick pickoff throw, but Fields unable to get it over there in time. Jake Redding transferred to Hawaii from Sierra College, and he's showing bunt here early. So Evans creeps in at third base. Now he pulls it back. First pitch from Fields, a breaking ball that just missed up high. Stewart stuck it behind the plate, wanting the call, but Dirtbags don't get it. 5 straight pitches have missed the strike zone now from Jake Fields. And he misses again with a fastball. Stewart's going to go out to talk.
Yeah, Fields has got to get control of his fastball first before he tries to do anything else. And so far it's been a little bit shaky, but Hawaii, credit to them, they've been super patient at the plate, letting Jake Fields come to them and not overstepping on the balls that are outside of the plate.
Looks like that Hawaii's head coach Rich Hill has delivered the game plan tonight to not chase against Jake Fields. As we've said, this is not a new struggle for Fields this season. Try and make an adjustment now after the full infield came around for the meeting on the mound. Another pickoff throw. Watanabe's safe. Redding, the right-handed hitting catcher in the box, takes the 2-0 down and away. Hawaii in their all-gray road uniforms tonight. Long Beach State in white pinstriped uniforms. Dirtbags across the chest. As Fields gets back into the zone, a fastball at the knees for his first strike in the last 8 pitches. Black helmets and sleeves for Hawaii. Runner started to go from first, then shuts it down as Redding pops it up out of play down the right side. It's right into the roof of the Troy and Danielle Tulowitzki batting facility. There's reminders sprinkled all over this ballpark of the history of Dirtbags baseball. This program has had Troy Tunowitzki go on to be a great big leaguer. Jared Weaver has his name on the bullpen down the right field line. Another pickoff throw. Watanabe is safe. It's one of the themes for this coaching staff and for TJ Bruce specifically, is trying to get Long Beach State back to the brand of baseball that they used to play. Talked a lot about that after the scrimmage game against Waseda University from Japan. Runner goes from first and the pitch misses up and in. It's a walk to Jake Renning and back-to-back free passes issued by Jake Fields to open the inning.
Jake Fields is starting to miss a lot of his pitches that are fastballs mostly, but he's trying to find the zone on the high end and hasn't been able to do it so far. I think the key for him is to try to get ahead, give himself a little bit of cushion on some of these batters and try to win over the battle.
There is action down in the Long Beach State bullpen already. 4 walks issued so far by Jake Fields. Hawai'i's threatening, first and second, nobody out. Christian Hoffman in the box. Shows bunt, pulls it back as a fastball misses high. Long Beach had Perez crashing from first base. Evans hanging back even with the third base bag. It's the traditional bunt defense with runners on first and second. For Jake Evans at third base, the only way that he would field the ball is if it's a bunt hit too hard for the pitcher to cover the third base side. Shows bunt again, pulls it back, and pitch misses up and away. Also looked like a miscommunication there between Fields and the shortstop, Trotter Enright. He threw the glove and broke towards the second base bag, wanting a pickoff throw, but Fields went home instead. First and second, nobody out. It's the second inning. Dirtbags ahead 1-0. Fastball misses even worse. The count's 3-0.
It's that high fastball that Fields keeps on missing. Usually one of his go-to. We saw him have a little bit of control over it in the first inning and kind of threw the batters off balance, but now it's just gotten out of hand.
The 3-0. Painted it right down the middle. So Fields able to groove one and get back in the zone. Still a hitter's count for Christian Hoffman at 3-1. Native of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Takes one up high. It's a 5-pitch walk and 3 straight walks issued by Jake Fields. Bases are loaded with nobody out, and Abe Alvarez is going to take a slow walk to the mound. See if this is already going to be a pitching change or just the second mound visit of the inning. First time it was just Connor Stewart that went out, no coach. But this is still going to be a pitching change for Long Beach State. Abe Alvarez going to get the ball. Jake Fields with 5 walks issued to the first 8 batters, and Long Beach State is making a pitching change. Bases loaded for Hawaii with nobody out in the top of the second. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State has given the ball to Joey Iglesias. Had a really good outing on Tuesday at USC. 2 2/3 innings without a hit or a walk and 2 strikeouts. But it's a tough situation he's being entered into here. 3 walks to open the inning from Jake Fields. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. The number 9 hitter in the order for Hawaii, Tate Shimau, in the box. Joey Iglesias going to try and limit the damage here for Long Beach State. It's 1-0 Dirtbags in the top of the second inning. Hawaii threatening to not only tie this game up, but potentially take the lead. Right on right matchup. Iglesias comes home and it bounces in. Good stop from Stewart behind the plate. The count's 1-0.
Joey Iglesias brought in a tough spot, but this is where you find out what Joey's made of. 0 outs, bases loaded.
He's got a 5.56 ERA on the season. Chopper up the middle, fielded by Elliott at second. Toss to the second base bag for 1 in time. Throw to first, not in time. So Shimau beats out the throw. It's only a single out for Long Beach State, and a run comes in to score. 1-1 now in the second inning with runners at the corners and 1 out. Brings up the top of the order. Kamana Nahaku walked his first time up. Score is tied 1-1 in the top of the second inning. Shimau, the runner at first base, 1 for 3 on steal attempts this year. Iglesias comes home and finds the inside corner. Good pitch for strike 1.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, Bruce, the cushion for Long Beach to get out ahead of the game. We're tied at 1-1 now, and now it's an even ball game, but if we don't get that home run in the first inning, it's a brand new game.
Hard ground ball through the left side. That'll bring in another one. Nahaku has a base hit, then goes station to station with Shimau holding up at second base. Nahaku drives in another run, and it's 2-1 Hawaii.
Took that inside pitch again, just like the first one. He saw it, let it go. It was a strike, and this time didn't think twice about it and lined it over there to left field.
It's the first hit of the game for the Rainbow Warriors there. Now Gabe Wright step in next. Runners at first and second, still 1 out.
Gabe Wright's hitting .231 so far this season.
First pitch taken for a strike. First time up, Gabe Wright struck out on a slider against Jake Fields.
He's in a big spot here. Chance to crack this open with 2 men on.
0-1 pitch from Iglesias. Line drive, that's going to get down, and it's going to roll all the way to the right field corner. 1 run is in, and getting the wave. Nahaku's going to come around easily. Throw goes to third base, and sliding in head first. Gabe Wright has a 2 RBI triple. Hawaii pouring it on with 4 runs in the top of the second.
Gabe Wright with the perfect placement over there on the right side of the field, going down the line. Kind of waited for that breaking ball to just drop on the outside of the zone and kind of flicked at it to get it over to the right. And what do you know, 2 more runs for Hawaii.
Still a chance to add some more. Gabe Wright with a 2 RBI triple. It's already a 4 spot in the inning. 4-1 Hawaii. Top of the second. Man on third with 1 out, and the Dirtbags bring the full infield in. Ben Ziegler-Namoa in the box as he takes the first pitch outside. Long Beach struck first in the bottom of the first inning. Jake Evans hit a solo homer, but Hawaii getting that run and some more right back. in there for a strike. It counts 1-1 to Ziegler Namoa.
Good breaking ball down the pipe right there. He's got to take advantage of this righty-lefty matchup right here and work on the inside.
Takes a changeup down low. The sun has fallen all the way behind the grandstands. 2-1 the count to Ben Ziegler Namoa. He walked his first time up. Infield in for the Dirtbags with a man at third and 1 out. Iglesias misses again, and the count's 3-1.
Ziegler Namoa leading this Hawaii squad with 12 RBIs. Hoping to add on to that with a man on third.
3 walks and 2 hits in the inning for the Rainbow Warriors. There's a pop-up in the left side into foul territory. Evans ranging all the way over. Now Chandler coming in, and it drops just fair. Chandler overran it, and it lands in fair territory. That's going to be an RBI double for Ben Ziegler Namoa. Gabe Wright comes in to score. Evans was ranging all the way back, running in foul territory. Chandler was on a dead sprint, slid in foul territory, and the ball landed maybe a foot in fair territory to the right side of the line. It's 5-1 Hawaii here in the top of the second. They've got another man in scoring position.
That's such a tough play in an important spot right there. With 1 out and a man on third. The ball falling just between both the infielder and the outfielder, but no communication was needed on that play.
First pitch misses to Draven Nishida. Long Beach trying to stop the bleeding. Man on second with 1 out. Iglesias misses again, and it's 2-0.
Yoshida's up there in the top 2 as far as batting average goes for Hawaii. He's hitting .275.
Line drive foul, and that'll get out of play into the Dirtbag bullpen. Iglesias retired the first batter that he faced on a fielder's choice ground ball up the middle. And the last 3 have all had hits. A single, a triple, and then that double on a pop-up that fell in down the line. 2-1, line drive foul again over towards the Dirtbag bullpen.
Iglesias really working on the outside for this lefty right now, taking advantage of the matchup. 2 in a row right here that was fouled off to the same left side, so let's see if he switches it up here. Catch the batter off balance.
The 2-2, hit him. Iglesias lost it and hits Nishida on the front hip. Puts another man on for Hawaii. Runners at first and second with 1 out. This will be the 9th batter to come to the plate. Elijah Iquez ended the first inning with a strikeout. And the man on deck, Cody Watanabe, led off this inning with a walk.
It was a good idea for Iglesias to go back onto the inside after 2 straight outside pitches, but he just let this one slip, and now we got 2 runners on once again and only 1 out.
Prior to that outing against USC on Tuesday, Iglesias had an ERA north of 7. Runners both go, and it's popped up back behind home plate. No play for Connor Stewart. So Hawaii was running a double steal on the first pitch, and Iquez fouled it off.
That's the advantage that the runners have right now, that Iglesias is really trying to dial in on the plate, not paying too much attention to the runners because he's got to lock in down there, but ultimately it's on Iglesias' shoulders.
Line drive, it's going to get down into right field. Montgomery Fields, his throw home is going to hold the runner at third. Ziegler Namoa gets the stop sign from Rich Hill. So the base hit from Iquez moves everybody up 90 feet. Bases are loaded again for Hawaii with 1 out. And they've officially batted around with Cody Watanabe coming into the box.
Iglesias really has to dial it in right here. This is an important at-bat. This could be the make or break in a game, and it's sort of ironic to say that in the second inning, but Hawaii's already up 4, and a big hit here can crack the game open.
Corner infield in for Long Beach, middle playing double play depth. First pitch misses outside to Watanabe. It's already 5-1 Hawaii. We've got the bases loaded with 1 out. Watanabe walked to lead off this inning against Jake Fields. Foul ball off to the left side.
That outside fastball has really, really been working for Iglesias. It seems like every time he throws it, there's a foul to the left, out of play. Just got to work through that.
Last 5 batters have reached. He misses up and away with a fastball. Stewart gives a couple of steps out in front of home plate. 2-1 to Cody Watanabe. Fly ball out towards left center field. Smith Chandler ranging over into the gap. He's going to be underneath it to make the catch. It's plenty deep enough to score a run. Ziegler Namoa comes in from third on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Cody Watanabe. Hawaii extends their lead to 6-1. The throw went to third, so Nishida held up at second. Runners at first and second with 2 out for Jake Redding. Redding also walked earlier in this inning.
Hawaii has batted around already, so we can tell that Long Beach has to play the catch-up game for the rest of the night here as they're down by 5 already in the bottom of the second.
First pitch slider is in for a strike. Redding, the 11th Rainbow Warrior to go to the plate in this top of the second inning. Fouls one off to the right side. Counts 0-2 with Iglesias trying to get out of this frame without additional damage. 3 of the runs credited to Jake Fields' line, but the final 3 go against Iglesias. Score is 6-1 in the top of the second inning. O2 misses down in the dirt, but Stewart blocks it.
Good attempt from Iglesias right there on the breaking ball in the dirt, trying to get him swinging. 2 strikes on him, no need to throw anything right down the middle. Just trying to paint the plate here.
One, 2, fouled straight back. Another 1-2 from Iglesias. Tapped foul. We'll do it yet again. Runner still at first and second with 2 out. 6th spot so far in the second inning for the Rainbow Warriors. This is Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. One, two. Missed up and away. Deuces Wild in the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on.
Jake Redding, the sophomore, originally from Lincoln, California. Previously played at Sierra College.
Swing and a miss. Up at the top of the zone, Iglesias gets a fastball by Redding, and that finally ends the frame. But Hawai'i sends 11 batters to the plate and puts up a 6 spot. Going to the bottom of the second, Long Beach trails by 5 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach will try and answer after Hawai'i puts up 6 in the top of the second inning. Dirtbags have Reed Montgomery leading off the bottom half. 6-1 Hawai'i. First pitch fouled straight back. Isaiah Magdaleno back out there after a very long wait in the dugout. The 1 run for Long Beach State was a solo home run from Jake Evans. That was on the second batter of the game. Montgomery swings through a changeup. There's nothing better as a starting pitcher than to allow a run in the bottom of the first inning and then for Magdaleno have his offense respond with 6. Now he has a chance to settle into the game with a 5-run cushion. Misses up high with a fastball and the count's 1-2.
And as a pitcher's mentality goes, you come into the second inning knowing that you have that 5-run cushion and makes room for some mistakes and some outings.
And here's a fly ball into short left field. It's a shortstop, Iquez, who ranges out and makes the catch. So Montgomery's retired for the first out. Aaron Perez coming up for the first time tonight. He narrowly missed his second home run of the season at USC on Tuesday. Hit a ball that had plenty of distance, but was just a couple of feet foul down the right field line. Been a tough start to his Long Beach State career. Curveball misses down low. Perez was a .330 hitter, 900 OPS last year at Utah Tech. But so far for Long Beach State, batting only .192 with .547 OPS. 55-foot breaking ball misses in front of the plate and counts 2-0.
Perez also has the most strikeouts for the starting squad at 17.
Changeup found the top of the zone. It counts 2-1. Now Perez swings and misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on. 6-1 Hawaii in the bottom of the second inning. Curveball swung on and missed. Good breaker from Magdaleno for his first strikeout of the night.
That's a dirty pitch right there, coming on the outside. You think it might be a ball, and then last second kind of tails in towards the middle, and by the time you swing, it's too late.
Connor Stewart going to try and extend the inning for the Dirtbags. He's also batting .192 so far this season. First pitch slider missed outside. Right on right matchup with the 60-year catcher. Line drive off the end of the bat, falling into center field, and it'll get down. A 2-out base hit for Connor Stewart as he pulls into first base with a single.
Stewart recognizing that slip right down the pipe, and he took it right up the field as well. So Long Beach has their first runner on for this inning.
At the very least, flips the lineup for the third. Dirtbags will try to continue a 2-out rally, though, with Easton Elliott in the box. Limited playing time so far this season for the senior Elliott. He's 3 for 5. Second year with the program after transferring in from Oral Roberts. Curveball misses low to start the at-bat. Connor Stewart hasn't attempted a steal so far this season. Wouldn't expect one. Swing and miss. Elliott way ahead of a changeup.
Magdaleno's breaking ball in the outside corner has been excellent this evening. Getting a lot of swings and misses through that pitch.
Shows bunt, but pulls it back. Pitch just missed. The catcher Redding stuck a fastball that looked like it was right around the knees, but they don't get the call from Matt McMahon behind the plate. 2-1, swung on and missed, went back to that changeup, and Elliott is way out ahead of it again. There's a beautiful sky right now above Blair Field. Slight remnants of orange and purple shades in the clouds, a little bit of blue left in the sky as the sun goes down. Fastball misses up high. The count's full to Elliott, and Connor Stewart will get a head start from first base. And a changeup caught the top of the zone. Elliott goes down looking to end the inning. So Magdaleno gets the shutdown frame he was looking for. Going to the third, still 6-1 Rainbow Warriors on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags make a pitching change going to the third inning. Caleb Anderson already the third arm in the game for Long Beach State. Jake Fields went 1+. Joey Iglesias came in midway through that second inning as Hawaii blew it open. 6-1 Rainbow Warriors. Caleb Anderson will try and shut things down. First pitch misses down low to Christian Hoffman.
Anderson standing at 6'5". Tall pitcher, getting that length on from the mound.
Swing and a miss. Anderson threw 1 inning at USC. It was a good frame. 1 strikeout and didn't allow a hit. Bounced one in and the count's 2-1. Hasn't been a great season overall results-wise for Anderson. 7.15 ERA, but he's been leaned on plenty. This is his 10th appearance already, 0-2. Let's go with that 7.20 ERA. Now Hoffman checked his swing and didn't go around, according to Javier Navarro, down at third. So it counts 3-1.
Anderson previously pitched for Fresno State from 2024 to 25. He went 2 wins and 3 losses with 37 strikeouts.
Hoffman swings and misses. Counts full to lead off the top of the third inning. Payoff pitch from Anderson. Chopper on the ground to the right side, ranging in. Elliott fields and tosses over to first base in time. Dirtbags get the first out. And again, one of the quirks of this team that has been something I've noticed throughout this season, they never throw the ball around. As soon as the Dirtbags getting out, give it right back to the pitcher. Strikeouts, catcher just gives it right back to the mound on an out like that. Aaron Perez at first base just immediately flipped it back to Caleb Anderson. Tate Shimau in the box for Hawaii. First pitch fouled off.
On the topic of refraining from throwing the ball around, I think when you're in a position where your team is sort of struggling and trying to find their way throughout this season, little things like that help you focus on the game and take it really seriously and know that you're in a spot where you need to be improved.
Slider missed inside. Almost hit Shimau. Turned with it, but just did get to the glove of Stewart. Anderson out of the windup, misses inside with another slider. Two-one fastball goes to the backstop. Long Beach, as a staff, has already issued 5 walks and a hit by pitch. Shimau will have to stay in the box as fastball catches the inside corner. He started to walk down towards first base, but it's brought back by Matt McMahon. Second straight full count to open the outing for Caleb Anderson. Payoff pitch, flied down the left field line towards foul territory, and it'll land.
Shimau really got a hold of that one on the inside. If it was fair, it would have been on the warning tracks for sure. And now a huge pitch coming up here with a full count. 1 out.
Shimau giving a walk back to home plate, catching his breath. He was running out of the box. As he said, if that ball stayed fair, it would have bounced into the wall. Top of the order, Lumen on deck, Kamana Nahaku. Another payoff pitch to Shimao. Fly ball out towards left center field, ranging over Goldenets, and he's not going to get there. It's going to bounce to the wall. Shimao pulls into second base, so he gets his double after all. Another good at-bat from the number 9 hitter in the order for Hawaii. He's on second base with 1 out.
And that's the thing with Hawaii's squad. They have such a deep team. Their 9 hitter kind of picking up the rest of the squad here in a spot where 2 outs can get you less chances to get some runs on the board, but now he's flipped the script. He's got a double now, and there's only 1 out at the top of the lineup.
Caleb Anderson's already had to throw 13 pitches through 2 batters. Kamana Nahaku back in the box. Walked his first time up and then drove in a run with a single in that marathon second inning. Takes the first pitch up high. It's a tough outlook for Long Beach State's pitching staff right now. First game of a 3-game weekend set. Already in their 3rd pitcher in the 3rd inning. As Nahaku pulls one foul. I just had a lot of 3s in that sequence.
Now we got a 1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
One runner on. And a foul ball back into the netting. 1-2 count to Kamana Nahaku. Already in his 3rd trip to the plate in the 3rd inning. Slider bounced, but Stewart was able to block it.
Last year, Nahaku won the Golden Spikes Award National Player of the Week. Just around this time, March 24th through the 30th of last year. 6 for 8 on stolen base attempts.
Inside move, and they almost had him. Shimao was leaning and started to go towards third base into his secondary lead and had to throw on the brakes and get back to the bag.
I think Anderson was looking for a normal toss-up, a break from the pitch, but realized that he actually had a chance last second.
And a fastball paints the inside corner. Nahaku goes down looking. Didn't look like he loved the call. That's the 2nd out of the inning for Caleb Anderson.
That's a huge out right there. Finally, Long Beach getting ahead. 2 outs in the top of the lineup as we get to the heart of this Hawaii Rainbow Warriors squad.
Gabe Wright in next. Had a triple his last time up. Drove in a couple. Right on right matchup with Caleb Anderson towing the rubber. Man on second and 2 out. First pitch to Gabe Wright, taken on the inside corner. Good front door breaking ball for strike 1.
Anderson's definitely starting to find it here, getting comfortable.
Looks back to second. Now comes home. Wright takes off the outside corner to even the count 1-1. One pitch, hit him. Fastball ran up and in. So that's the 2nd hit by pitch issued by Long Beach pitching staff. Gabe Wright goes down to first, was open, so now 1st and 2nd with 2 out. Ben Ziegler Namoa will come up. He also drove in a run with an extra base hit his last time up. Wasn't hit quite as hard as Wright's, but it was an RBI double in the book on a pop-up down the left field line. The left fielder for Long Beach State, Smith Chandler, ran in and overran it, slid into foul territory as it landed just fair.
That's a tough turn of events right there for Anderson. Seemed like he was just getting a hold of his stuff with 2 outs and then lets one slip, and now you got 2 runners on once again.
Rich Hill walked down from the third base coaching box to have a quick chat with Ziegler Namoa.
Ziegler Namoa, as we know, leading Hawaii's squad with 12 RBIs so far this season. Coming into this game, he's looking to hopefully pick up a few.
First and second with 2 out. First pitch changeup misses down low. There's another Long Beach State game that has just recently gotten underway over at the Walter Pyramid. Long Beach State men's volleyball playing the second game of a back-to-back against Jessup University. So Anderson misses again, and the count's 2-0. JD Beaudry on a solo call of that game. You can also find that on our YouTube channel. If you're listening on the radio stream, the volleyball game won't be there. So if you want to listen to both at the same time, if you're an overachiever, you can find it on YouTube. Ziegler Namoa grounds it to the right side, and Easton Elliott throws to first in time to get him. Hawaii leaves a couple stranded going to the bottom of the third, still 6-1 Rainbow Warriors on 22 West Radio. Trevor Goldenet's leading it off for Long Beach State in the bottom of the third. Top of the order coming up for the Dirtbags as they try and chip away at a 5-run Hawaii lead. It's 6-1 entering the bottom of the third inning. Goldenet's his first time up there, grounded out to second base. Isaiah Magdaleno continuing to work for Hawaii. 37 pitches through 2 innings. Shows bunt, lays it down to the right side. Magdaleno overran it, now tries to flip to first base, and it's over the head of Ziegler Namoa. Goldenet started towards second base and then slides head first back into the first base bag. It'll be a bunt base hit for Trevor Goldenet. Yet again, using that part of his arsenal, and the Dirtbags have the leadoff man on base.
Goldenet's running a hard 90 right there. Just putting his head down and going for it. Almost thought about taking second on that pass ball over at first base, but quickly ran back into line and slid back to first place there. So Long Beach with some positive contact on that one, finally getting ahead of themselves in the inning with a man on first. Jake Evans up at the plate now.
Goldenets is a threat to run, 7 for 11 on stolen bases. Started to go, then shuts it down as Evans fouls it straight back. Jake Evans, of course, his first time up there. A solo home run on the first pitch that he saw. So he was first pitch hacking again here. It's the only run in the game for Long Beach State so far, and it was his first homer of the season. Still a very good hitting line for Evans on the year. Pickoff throw to first, but Golden Nets dives back. After that home run, Evans is batting .391. Took his OPS just above 1,000. 1.007. Another pickoff throw, but Golden Nets is back safely.
This is where the Dirtbags have to really take advantage of their situation. This is the first time in a while that Long Beach has a runner on early in the inning with no outs. Dirtbags looking to chip away at this lead little by little, trying to play small ball.
Golden Nets shuts down after he started to go again. The pitch misses outside. So he's trying to time out Magdaleno. 7 stolen bases for Golden Nets on the season, but he has been caught 4 times. Another pickoff throw, but he dives back safely.
Golden Nets definitely has the most action on the bases on this Long Beach squad.
Evans swings and misses. One-two count. Evans digs back into the right-handed box with Trotter and Wright on deck. He taps it foul off the end of the bat. Long Beach State missed the Big West tournament last year, just narrowly fell shy of that 5 seed as Evans fouls another one off. The 5 seed went to Hawaii, and they did nicely with it. It's a double elimination tournament. Hawaii played all the way until if they had won the game that they were eliminated in against, or in the sort of semifinals. They lost the first game that they played after winning the entry game to the tournament. The pop up into short right field, ranging all the way in. Gabe Wright is going to get there to make the catch. So Jake Evans is retired after a long battle. 5 teams, quote unquote, make the Big West tournament, but that's with a play-in game between the 5 and the 4 seed in order to officially get into the tournament. Hawaii won that game. Then after they lost their next time up against UC Irvine, played a couple of elimination games before eventually being taken out. Pickoff throw to first, but Golden Nets is safe.
Long Beach has definitely struggled with finding their identity and finding consistency within this season. As you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this lineup has switched quite a few times. Today's a different look.
It's the 2nd season at the helm for TJ Bruce. So fastball misses low to Trotter and Wright. Every member of this coaching staff this year for Long Beach State is former Dirtbag players. Bruce played 1 season with Long Beach State before picking up an assistant role. Here's a pitch out as Golden Nets is going, and he's thrown out by 10 feet. Hawaii read Golden Nets like a book, and it's not often that you see teams go to the pitch out nowadays, but it worked to perfection there. Golden Nets cut down stealing. 2 outs now with nobody on base.
And that's a great call from Jake Redding behind the plate. Just anticipating the steal, knowing that the runner was going to take off and getting an early catch on that ball.
The pop-up into playable depth in left field. Nishida camped underneath, and he makes the catch. So quickly goes from a man on first and 1 out to the inning being over. Caught stealing for Golden Nets and a fly out for Enright. Going to the 4th, still 6-1 Hawaii on 22 West Radio. Draven Nishida leading things off for Hawaii in the top of the 4th inning. Caleb Anderson back out for Long Beach State through 24 pitches in his first inning of work. 6-1 Rainbow Warriors in the top of the 4th inning. The first pitch catches the inside corner. It counts 0-1 to Nishida. Popped out his first time up and then was hit by a pitch as part of that second inning rally. He pulls one foul over towards the on-deck circle. He's behind 0-2.
It's a good look for Anderson here. Getting his stuff going. 0-2 so far. Getting ahead of the count. Now he's got some room to play with here.
Takes one down and away. One-two pitch from Caleb Anderson. Chopper out in front of home plate. Anderson fields himself and tosses underhand in the dirt, but Perez picks it out at first base. Disaster averted with a good pick by Perez. Anderson was shaking out his lower left leg, but it appears to be okay. Might have been that his cleats got caught as he's now kicking out his spikes on the grate behind the mound. Elijah Iquez in the box next.
Iquez had 18 hits coming into this game, leading the Rainbow Warriors, of course.
First pitch missed.
Hitting .310 this season as well.
His average up to .317 now after he singled in the second inning. Slider caught the outside corner and the count's 1-1. Six to 1 Hawaii in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball missed a little high. Long Beach going to try and get as much as they can out of Caleb Anderson. He's already the 3rd pitcher in the game with a full weekend ahead for Long Beach State. Tough roadmap when they've already been struggling with their pitchers. And here's a line drive right at Jake Evans at 3rd base. He went to the ground but didn't have to move laterally at all. He makes the catch. Tough luck out for Elijah Iquez, and there's 2 out, nobody on.
quick, slick reaction from Jake Evans over there on the third base side, the hot corner.
Cody Watanabe, last chance to extend the inning for Hawaii. Evans even with the third base bag again as a changeup missed far outside. One-0 pitch swung on and missed. Anderson dialed up the fastball. This pitching staff for Long Beach already came into the game with an ERA north of 6. It was exactly 6.52. The number's gone up so far tonight as Watanabe gets an ugly check swing on a breaking ball that was far short of the plate, and it came up and hit Matt McMahon. Connor Stewart sprawled out to his right trying to block it, but looked like it got straight through him. So McMahon's going to get a second to get some attention.
Anderson with a great breaking ball in the dirt right there, getting the batter to go around the plate. It's way out in front of the plate regardless. Watanabe still try to swing through it. So he's got 2 strikes on him now, 1 ball.
The umpiring crew coming together. Matt McMahon, David Buck, and Anthony Norris all standing and having a conversation. Javier Navarro stuck down at third base. Now the huddle broke. Claps from the crowd for Matt McMahon as he appears to be okay. Counts 1-2. Pulled ground ball over towards the Hawaii dugout.
Watanabe, one of the 4 lefties in this starting lineup for the Rainbow Warriors.
And a fastball grooves right down the middle of the plate. Watanabe watches it go by. Caleb Anderson has his second strikeout, both of them looking on the fastball, and he puts Hawaii down in order in the 4th. Going to the bottom half, still 6-1 Rainbow Warriors on 22 West Radio. Part of the order coming up for Long Beach State, 4, 5, and 6 due up with Smith Chandler leading it off. Still 6-1 Hawaii entering the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch, slow curveball, finds the zone on the outside corner.
Chandler, the junior from Alamo, California, previously played at Los Medanos College.
This time breaking ball bounces in. Jake Redding was able to block this one.
At Los Medanos College, he was named the Bay Valley Conference MVP after hitting .397 with 11 home runs.
Checked his swing here, but went around. Put up some nutty numbers at Los Medanos to end his junior college career. Fastball misses up and away. He started his career at CSUN in 2024, then went to JC. The pitch misses down and in. Counts full to Smith Chandler. And here's a hard line drive into center field. Smith Chandler rounds first, and he'll stay there. Base hit and leads off the bottom of the 4th inning.
Good look for the Dirtbags here, getting a runner on base as soon as the inning starts. Now they have a chance to keep working at this 5-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And Matt Toomey is going to be up at the plate to try to keep things rolling for the Dirtbags.
Toomey popped out to shortstop his first time up. It was the 4th hit for the Dirtbags against Isaiah Magdaleno. First pitch fastball missed outside. Toomey had a hot start to the year through the first couple of games, but has cooled off since. Checks his swing and takes again for ball 2. His overall numbers, his batting average now down south of the Mendoza line. Came into today with a .550 OPS. Magdaleno picks over to first, but Chandler dives back.
Another righty-lefty matchup. There's a lot of those this evening.
Chopper foul over to the Hawai'i dugout.
Two and 1 count here. Matt Toomey is going to be looking to hit rather than walk, especially with the runner on first already.
Two 2-1 pitch, fouled off the hands back into the netting. This is a pretty young top 6 in the lineup tonight for Long Beach State. Toomey in the box now as a sophomore. Reed Montgomery on deck as a sophomore. 2 and 3 hitters also sophomores, and Jake Evans and Trotter Enright. Toomey takes one low to fill up the count. Trevor Goldenetz is a freshman leading off. Smith Chandler's a junior, just singled his first year with the Dirtbags after transferring in. Another pickoff throw, but he's safe. In the bottom third of the order, all 3 seniors. Payoff pitch, checked his swing, and he went around. No appeal needed for Matt McMahon. Matt Toomey strikes out, chasing a changeup down and away.
That's a huge pitch for Magdaleno right there. 3-2 count, gets the punch out, and now Long Beach has one down, but nevertheless, there's still a runner on first with Reed Montgomery coming up.
This is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Isaiah Magdaleno. Reed Montgomery also popped out to shortstop his first time up. 6-1 Hawai'i in the bottom of the 4th inning. Another pickoff throw, but Smith Chandler dives back and then does a push-up on the bag. Man on first with 1 out. Dirtbags trying to work back. Swing and a miss on another good off-speed pitch from Magdaleno. Had Montgomery way ahead of it.
Last year, Magdaleno was first team All Big West and Big West Championship All Tournament team. He's been locked in so far through a few innings. Now we're in the bottom of the fourth.
0-1 fastball just did catch the black. So Montgomery's in an 0-2 hole.
And like you mentioned earlier, Bruce, when Hawai'i goes up by 5, pitcher's got a lot of de-stressors in his mind.
Line drive out towards center field. Nahaku's right there to make the catch. Chandler retreats to first base. Now 2 outs for the Dirtbags. Decently well hit ball there for Montgomery, but right at the Hawai'i center fielder. Aaron Perez in now. We'll see if Long Beach State decides to move Smith Chandler at any point. He does have 3 steals on the season. Aaron Perez struck out last time up. This is 18th punch out of the season. First pitch misses up and away. There's some other good baseball going on tonight in the worldwide stage. Team USA and Team Canada were going head-to-head in the World Baseball Classic quarterfinals. Another pickoff throw over to first base. That game's going to the 9th inning right now. And give an ample 10-second pause to allow anybody who could be recording the game, listening to us, if that person exists. USA's ahead 5-3. Again, going to the 9th. Aaron Perez swings and misses on a fastball at the top of the zone. It counts 1-1.
You whiffed that one hard. Perez was swinging on that pitch no matter what, and that high fastball has been working really well for Magdaleno.
The other World Baseball Classic quarterfinal game happened today as Perez swings and misses at another high fastball. It's between the Dominican Republic and Team Korea. That game ended in a mercy rule. Dominican Republic winning 10-0 in 7. Perez swings and misses again. 3 straight high fastballs, and the Dirtbag first baseman can't catch up. We'll do it in the bottom of the 4th, going to the 5th. Still 6-1 Hawai'i on 22 West Radio. Bottom third of the order coming up for Hawaii, starting with Jake Redding in the 5th inning. It is still 6-1 Rainbow Warriors. Caleb Anderson still out there for Long Beach State as he misses down and away with the first pitch. Hawaii put up 6 runs as they sent 11 to the plate in the 2nd inning. Anderson finds the zone with the slider. It was Jake Redding that struck out to end that long frame. Those 6 runs, all that the Rainbow Warriors have been able to spot so far. Anderson finds the zone again. It's been plenty. Long Beach's entire offense, that 1 run, has been thanks to a solo shot from Jake Evans, the 2nd batter of the game. Now he fouls one straight back to stay alive. There is a familial connection between these two teams. Neither of the two Valdez brothers in the game right now, but Long Beach State is a true freshman catcher, Damon Valdez. His brother, Derek Valdez, is a left-handed pitcher on the Hawaii roster. Anderson misses to make the count 2-2. We've seen the Valdez family is in attendance tonight. They're from Long Beach. So Damon, the true freshman, is the hometown kid. His older brother, playing for Hawaii, is the one who went out of state. Line drive is going to get down in left field. Jake Redding pulls into first base with a leadoff single to start the 5th.
Good rip to the left side, getting on top of the ball on that fastball right there. Jake Redding starting off the inning for Hawaii. Hawaii still up by 5, and if they can get a few more insurance runs, this game will be out of reach for Long Beach.
Christian Hoffman coming up. Man on first with nobody out. Anderson gets a swing and a miss on a first pitch fastball. Long Beach State is ahead in the all-time series against Hawaii, but the Rainbow Warriors have, in the last few years, had the advantage. This is the final time these two teams are playing a regular season series against each other as conference foes. Anderson misses outside. Hawaii leaving the Big West coming this fall. Going to be a full-time conference member in the Mountain West. They've already been Mountain West with their football team, but everything else has continued competing in the Big West until this fall. Throw to first base, but back standing up is Jake Redding. Long Beach did make a sub defensively after Aaron Perez struck out to end the bottom of the 4th. Dylan Lena in the game at first base. The runner started to go before shutting it down. Fastball misses up and away to make the count 2-1 to Hoffman.
And speaking generally of the Long Beach Hawaii matchups here, in any sport with Long Beach and Hawaii, it seems to be like there's a lot more anticipation with those matchups. They're definitely a crowd favorite to watch. It's always some close games.
Hoffman swings and misses. The sport you especially think about with Long Beach State and Hawaii is men's volleyball. Pickoff throw, but again, runner back standing up. Anderson finds the outside corner A backdoor breaking ball gets Hoffman looking for the first out.
Great pitch from Anderson right there. Having that ball tail from the outside and then come in just at the last second to nip the corner of the plate. And he's got a K down and 1 out. Also 1 man on for Tate Shimao at the plate now.
It's been a good outing overall for Caleb Anderson. Long Beach needed him to come in and get through a couple of frames. He entered to begin the 3rd inning. Has allowed 3 base runners, but no runs against him. Man on first with 1 out. Tate Shimao, the number 9 hitter in the box. Another throw to first, but again, Redding is back standing up. Slider catches the front door. Good pitch from Anderson for the first strike.
Shimao had a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning, picked up an RBI.
Quick throw over, but Redding gets back to the bag, standing again. Anderson trying to make the Hawai'i catcher get dirty, but Redding continues to scamper back to the bag without sliding. A 1 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down to second base is in plenty of time. Looked like Hawai'i had a hit and run on there, and Shimao couldn't make contact on a slider that was way out of the zone. Connor Stewart throws down and gets the runner easily. It's a caught stealing and now an 0-2 count to Shimao.
Redding only had 1 stolen base attempt this season, and he made it, but this next time he didn't get a great jump on that ball either. And
he was looking in as he was running, usually a telltale sign of a hit and run. And now Shimao gets frozen on a slider on the outside corner. Good inning for Caleb Anderson as he gets around the leadoff single with a caught stealing and then a strikeout. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're halfway home, 6-1 Hawai'i on 22 West Radio. Connor Stewart leading off the inning for Long Beach State. We're in the bottom of the 5th, still 6-1 Hawai'i. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside Alex Prado. This is Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Connor Stewart takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. He struck out, or excuse me, he singled his only time up there. Takes another one for ball 2.
Connor Stewart looking to get this Dirtbag squad up and running, especially at the bottom of the lineup, trying to get ahead of the start of the lineup and get some runners on.
Another pitch missed. So Stewart's way ahead, 3-0. That one just caught the knees. Stewart was ready to toss his bat and walk down to first, but instead it's a 3-1 count. Another one in there, and the count is full.
Magdaleno not backing down from this fight.
Easton Elliott on deck. Payoff pitch, fouled straight back.
This would be a huge at-bat for Connor Stewart if he's able to get on. Take away quite a few pitches from Magdaleno.
Works out of the windup. Another 3-2. Swung on and missed. Got a fastball by him, up and away. Nice job by Isaiah Magdaleno to come back from a 3-0 count and pick up his 5th strikeout.
Magdaleno has been on fire today. He's pitched since the start of this game. He's got 4 innings pitched so far and a 3rd with that last one.
The only real blemish so far has been that solo home run from Jake Evans, the 2nd batter of the game. Fastball misses up high to Easton Elliott. Other than that solo homer, Long Beach with only 4 total hits, including the home run. 1 walk issued by Magdaleno. Otherwise, he's been largely living in the strike zone, doing a nice job shutting down this offense. Backdoor breaking ball makes it count 1-1.
He's only let up 4 hits tonight as well. Doing an excellent job on the bump tonight.
One pitch misses outside. That World Baseball Classic game between the USA and Canada has just gone final. Again, pause for dramatic effect and for the possibility anyone has a DVR going. USA wins 5-3. Strike in at the knees. So Canada's eliminated now from the WBC. Korea and Canada, the 2 first teams to get ousted in the quarterfinal round. Two-two pitch, missed inside. It's another full count, this time for Easton Elliott.
The World Baseball Classic has been such a thrill to watch this past year, especially with USA, Mexico, Japan, and all those teams on the rise as Japan looks to defend themselves after the last World Baseball Classic.
Payoff pitch, nubbed off the end of the ground over towards third base. Shimao throws on the run over to first to get him. A nice play from Shimao at third, gets Easton Elliott. 2 outs, nobody on for Trevor Goldenetz.
Yeah, that's not an easy play from Shimao either. He's running sort of away from the first base bag and was able to dig it up, kind of anchor that throw over to first base just in time. And now he picks up 2 outs for Magdaleno. And now he's going to have to deal with Trevor Goldenetz.
Speaking about the WBC, Long Beach will now, Long Beach, USA will now be playing against the Dominican Republic in the semifinal round. First pitch curveball was in for a strike to Trevor Goldenetz.
That would be exciting to see Long Beach in the World Baseball Classic, Bruce.
Curveball bounced in. Magdaleno has done a nice job mixing speeds, especially as the start has gone on. Not leaning too heavily on any one pitch. Seen a lot of the fastball, a curveball, and a changeup as well. 2 outs and nobody on. 6-1 Hawaii in the bottom of the 5th. Another breaking ball misses low. Counts 2-1 to Trevor Goldenetz.
And as you mentioned, Bruce, his versatility on the bump has really been the catalyst this game. He's holding Long Beach to only 1 run, and he's got the formula so far.
Line drive through the left side. Trevor Goldenetz picks up a hit. He pulls into first with a single. 2-out base knock for Goldenetz, keeps the inning alive.
Iquez was just about 2 inches away from catching that line drive there, but gets past him, so Long Beach is gonna have a runner on with 2 outs, and Jake Evans coming up at the plate.
It's the second hit of the game for Trevor Goldenetz. First time was a bunt single. This time a line drive into left. Now Jake Evans in there for Long Beach State. 1 for 2 tonight. Had the solo homer in the first and then flew out to right in the third. Goldenetz with good speed at first. Stays put on the first pitch that missed down and in. So Evans is ahead 1-0.
Goldenetz has 7 stolen bases so far this season.
Did get caught stealing once earlier tonight as Evans fouls one off. Goldenetz very willing to run, but the efficiency hasn't been great so far. He's only a true freshman, so getting his legs for how to translate his speed into stolen bases at the college level, but Goldenetz has 5 caught stealings to go with the 7 stolen bases. 1-1, missed down and away.
Definitely the most active by far on the bases coming into this game. He was 7 for 11 on stolen bases. And Long Beach is going to need every base they can get. Down by 5 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Evans takes one right on the inside corner. He doesn't like the call. There's a front door breaking ball, and Evans stands pretty close to the plate. His toes right on the chalk of the batter's box. Two-two. Fastball caught the black, down and in. Evans goes down looking. So Trevor Goldenetz is stranded at first base, and we're going to the 6th. Still 6-1 Hawaii on 22 West Radio. Top of the order up for Hawaii in the 6th inning. First pitch from Caleb Anderson popped straight up behind home plate by Nahaku. Stewart gives it a look, but it gets out of play. One landed might have been directly above us on the grandstand. A stream of children in attendance all flying down the tunnel to try and go get it. Do you remember what the reward, they say it at the top of every game, but I don't remember what the reward is for bringing it back.
I don't know what it is, but it's got to be something good. That was about 30 kids running outside for one ball.
Fastball missed, so the count's 1-1. Now Anderson misses again with a slider. Caleb Anderson has answered the call tonight in a big way for Long Beach State. He's been a short stint reliever through most of this season, but right now in his 4th inning of work. Ground ball over to the left side. Evans fields at third. Throw across the diamond is in time. Beats Nahaku by about a step and a half. 5-3 goes the first out.
Anderson has really found his stuff ever since coming in onto the bump. He's given Long Beach some sort of chance to get out there and still earn some runs, as this 5-run lead has been the same timeline of the story so far in these last few innings.
Gabe Wright back in the box, shows bunt, pulls it back as a curveball finds the zone.
Gabe Wright, originally from Indiana, making his way over to Hawaii now.
Pop up just in foul territory. Dylan Lena at first base is camped underneath it. He makes the catch for the second out.
Quick 2 outs here for Anderson. Big plays for Long Beach, trying to limit the earned runs that Hawaii is getting. Still up by 5. 2 down here in the top of the 6th.
6-1 Rainbow Warriors. They got all 6 of their runs. Sent 11 batters to the plate in the second inning. Chopper on the ground off the bat of Ziegler Namoa. Again, Lena stabs it and tosses to first in time. Caleb Anderson with an efficient inning. 7 pitches to retire the side in order. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 5-run lead for Hawaii on 22 West Radio. Trotter Enright in there for Long Beach State, leading off the bottom of the 6th. Dirtbags trying to get a rally going. First pitch curveball in for a strike. It's been a good outing on the mound for Isaiah Magdaleno. That first pitch curveball right there was his 89th pitch. This hasn't been the most efficient that he could possibly be, but it's worked. Breaking ball misses up high. He's really been leaning on that curveball these last couple of innings. Long Beach with 5 hits against Magdaleno tonight. Changeup misses. The only run they've scored on a solo homer from Jake Evans in the bottom of the first inning. That homer put Long Beach up 1-0. Magdaleno managed to get through the rest of that frame, and then Hawai'i put up a 6 spot in the top of the second. Starter has settled in since then. Delivers another curveball for a called strike. The count is even at 2-2.
We talked about Magdaleno's versatility as a pitcher. He's got a few different ones in his arsenal, but that curveball seems to be working.
Goes to it again, and Trotter Enright swings over the top of it. Magdaleno stays all off-speed pitches through the at-bat to Enright and gets a punch out to start the 6th.
And just like we mentioned, Bruce, that's the curveball that's been getting the Dirtbags all night long, and then he's able to switch to that changeup and fastball upstairs. He's just dangerous, and he's unstoppable so far, Bruce.
7th strikeout of the night now for Magdaleno. 5 of them have come just since the beginning of the 4th inning. There's another breaking ball for a first pitch strike to Smith Chandler. I think if you're a Dirtbag hitter right now, you'd be crazy to not go up there looking first pitch breaking ball. Misses low with a changeup. Still not a single fastball in this inning.
Definitely starting to see more off-speed from Magdaleno over here.
Curveball bends in for strike 2.
The Dirtbags have to pick up on that, especially if you're on the batter's circle, knowing that you're going to get more off-speed than fastballs up there at the plate.
Another curveball just missed up high. The usage of the curveball from Magdaleno is a little bit unorthodox. Most pitchers, when they throw their curveball, especially one that has as much break as his does, try and land it outside the zone and get chases. Magdaleno has been living inside the strike zone with his. Now bounces one, but Chandler lays off.
And right there on that last pitch, too, you see Chandler kind of flinch a little bit. Almost check swing right there, and that just goes to show how Magdaleno's curveball and his changeup really have a phenomenal break at the plate.
Payoff pitch, chopped foul within the home plate circle. Chandler just got a piece of it rolled around on the ground after colliding with the catcher Redding. Six to 1 Hawai'i in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out and nobody on for Long Beach State. Another 3-2 pitch to Chandler, swung on and missed. Another breaking ball, and it's back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 6th inning for Magdaleno.
What a pitch, and I mean, we've been talking about it all inning long, but that curveball and the changeup really have been the name of the game for Magdaleno here. And he kind of switched it up. I know you mentioned, Bruce, that he was kind of painting the inside for these righties, but went back to the other side, low and outside, and got him swinging.
8th strikeout of the game. Now Matt Toomey's up there with 2 outs and nobody on. Takes the first pitch down and away. There is some action down in the Hawai'i bullpen. Magdaleno just crossed the century mark. 102nd pitch is a fastball in for a strike.
Magdaleno's definitely done a phenomenal job here. A little bit over 100 pitches, and Matt Toomey checks through that one for a strike.
Fastball was by him at the top of the zone, but he checked his swing and was able to hold up. 2-1 pitch, grounded foul down the first base line. So Magdalena's trying to get one more strike. It'd be safe to assume that would be it for him if he does get through this inning, retiring Toomey.
And it would be assumed that Magdalena would be done here. No reason to keep him in with a 5-run lead.
2-2, fouled straight back. Toomey's 0 for 2 tonight, pop up and a strikeout. Magdalena's working quickly in this inning as well. He's back on the hill, waiting for Toomey to step in the box. Now he does. 2-2 pitch. Fastball just missed. Hawaii's whole defense starting to run off the field, but it must have been just low.
Still this far into the game, Magdaleno is locked in.
Payoff pitch, changeup that time caught the knees. Isaiah Magdaleno strikes out the side in the bottom of the 6th inning, and if that's it for him, what a masterful game. Gave up a homer on the second batter that he faced, and then settled in 9 strikeouts and 6 one-run innings from Isaiah Magdaleno. Going to the 7th, it's still 6-1 Hawaii on 22 West Radio. Caleb Anderson still out there for Long Beach State as we go to the 7th. Hawaii trying to add to their 5-run lead. Anderson's thrown 58 pitches as he's gotten through 4 innings. This is the longest outing of his Long Beach State career to this point.
He's got 4 strikeouts and no walks so far.
Draven Nishida leading off the inning. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Caleb Anderson before tonight had not gone longer than 2 full innings in a single game. He's through 4+ now. Misses again, and the count's 2-0 to Nishida.
Anderson's only let up 2 hits this game, giving Long Beach a better chance at nipping into this 5-run lead.
Fastball groove down the middle for strike 1. Can give an update from over at the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid, their Long Beach State athletic event going on tonight in our doubleheader simulcast. Slider misses outside. Long Beach State tick down Jessup in another sweep. Skylar Fargo with 10 kills, Alex Kondev with 6. So Long Beach State completed the back-to-back wins, both in 3-set sweeps against Jessup. Anderson misses outside and he walks Nishida on 5 pitches. It's the first walk issued by Caleb Anderson since he came in the game.
Anderson's right around that 60 mark as far as total pitches. He's got 63 so far, so you can expect his gas tank to be running low, per se. Doing a good job so far, though.
Elijah Iquez in the box. Takes a first pitch slider for a strike. Caleb Anderson has done exactly what Long Beach asked him to do, keeping this lead for Hawaii where it is. At least at this point, still been 5-run deficit. Long Beach's offense just hasn't been able to come through and chip away at it. Pickoff throw to first, but Nishida's back safely.
Iquez lined out to third base in the 4th inning. Has a single in the 2nd and struck out in the 1st.
A 1 pitch to Iquez. Line drive is going to get down into left field. The runner just moves up 90 feet, but Iquez with a base hit. Runner's now at 1st and 2nd and nobody out. Hawaii's threatening against Caleb Anderson.
Nice solid contact on the left side right there, keeping the ball down and through the gap. Now there's 2 runners on for Cody Watanabe.
It was another slider from Anderson. That one caught more plate though, hung a bit. Iquez took advantage.
Some action in the bullpen now, as Anderson is nearing the 70 mark for total pitches.
Back pick to 2nd, but easily Nishida's back. Anderson's season high for pitches in a single game before this one was 37 back on February 25th against BYU. Tonight he's already thrown 65 as he catches the bottom of the zone against Cody Watanabe.
It's not an easy position to be in to double your pitch count in a game where you probably didn't expect it, and he's done a great job of being consistent so far.
0-1, shows bunt, pulls it back as it misses up high. So the count's 1-1. Long Beach State was running the wheel play in their bunt defense. Runners at 1st and 2nd, nobody out. They had Jake Evans crashing from 3rd base, Lena crashing from 1st, and Trotter Enright, the shortstop, running over to cover the 3rd base bag. So Long Beach trying to get aggressive here and prevent a sacrifice for Hawaii. Watanabe showing bunt early again. Evans crashing, Enright moves towards 3rd, but Watanabe pulls it back and takes a strike. Now with 2 strikes, Long Beach keeps the corner infielders pulled in just in case. And now a timeout will be called. Rich Hill, the 3rd base coach and head coach for Hawaii, wants to talk with Watanabe.
Watanabe, the 3rd best hitter for the Rainbow Warriors. Coming into this game, he was hitting .271, right behind Iquez and Draven Nishida.
Today he's 0 for 1, a walk and a sac fly also on his line. Only official at bat was a strikeout in the 4th inning. Shows bunt early again. Inside move and a throw to 2nd base, a little bit offline, but Enright able to grab it. So it looked like Long Beach had the play on there to go for the inside move and hope Watanabe showed his hand. He did show bunt, shows it again early here. 1-2 pitch, bunted down the 3rd base line and foul. So Watanabe goes down on strikes on a foul bunt with 2 strikes. Long Beach was not in the wheel play that time, just stayed in a regular bunt defense with Evans hanging put at 3rd base. Watanabe gets himself out.
Yeah, typically you don't want to go for a bunt with 2 strikes on for that particular reason, and that's why Long Beach defense kind of stayed back a little bit, but almost had it down the left side line, but kind of drifted off to the left for a foul ball. So Jake Redding is going to be at the plate now.
First pitch taken down low.
Reading single to shallow left in the 5th inning. Also has a strike out and a walk under his belt for tonight.
Fastball just does catch the zone. Was up near the hands, and Reading pulled his hands back out of the way, but it still was a strike. It's a comfortable night at Blair Field. No breeze at all. 72 degrees right now. Runners both started to go, then stopped as a slider missed outside. This is the warmest that any of these night games have been at Blair Field so far this season, by quite a wide margin. Inside move and a throw to second goes into center field. Anderson lets it loose, and both runners are going to get a free 90 feet.
Anderson just tried to anticipate a steal there, but turned around too quick, and runner was going to get back in time regardless, but he threw it over. And
as Jake Evans was, or excuse me, Easton Elliott was coming to cover the second base bag, Anderson threw it behind him. So now Long Beach is going to bring the infield in all the way across. Runners at second and third with one out. It was a huge error from Anderson that did the job with the sacrifice bunt that couldn't get put down by Watanabe. 2-1 slider missed outside. First base is open with Christian Hoffman on deck. Hoffman tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. As long as Long Beach trusts Anderson to throw strikes, a walk might not be the worst thing in the world here to get a force at home plate. Double play up the middle potential. And a slider misses. So they choose to stick with the stop stuff and allow Reading to reach first base. Base is now juiced for Hawai'i, and Abe Alvarez is right out of the dugout to make a pitching change. That'll be it for Caleb Anderson. All 3 runners on base, his responsibility. Long Beach bringing in a new arm to face Christian Hoffman. We'll introduce who it is next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach is turning to Kaimi Kahalekai, the Hawaii native against the Rainbow Warriors as they're threatening here in the 7th. Bases loaded with 1 out. Kahalekai enters for his 9th outing of the year. Has a couple of saves, but an ERA just above 7. Kahalekai stands 6'8" on the mound. The sophomore comes set. Righty comes downhill and just misses below the knees for ball 1 to Christian Hoffman. Bases juice with 1 out. Hawaii already ahead 6-1 with a chance to add and potentially blow this game open here in the 7th.
Kahalekai only 7 innings pitched this season.
Fastball misses up and in. Kahalekai was used in a hybrid role last year as a swingman. Started a few games, pitched out of the bullpen in others, but usually in length. This year has moved to a single inning relief role. 2-0, fastball grooved in for strike 1.
On the season, Kahalekai has 8 strikeouts, 5 walks, 6 hits, and 6 earned runs.
Kimi's 2-1 is in there. Back-to-back fastballs taken by Hoffman to make the count 2-2. Kahalekai looking for a pop-up or a strikeout. Here's a ground ball. That could work too. Elliott can't come up with it cleanly. Only plays to first, and that's not in time. Would have been a good play by Elliott. The hard ground ball had him sliding out to his left, but the ball just popped out of his glove, and then there was no play.
That's a tough play for Elliott right there at second base. It was a hard liner right into the dirt, 1 hopper. Those are tough because you kind of have to anticipate where the ball is going to end up after that short hop. And he had it mostly in his glove, but it just popped out of the top. And Hawaii's going to keep on rolling.
Tate Shimao swings and misses at the first pitch. That actually was a pinch hitter up there for Hawaii, Garrett Greco, who beat it out. A ton of speed out of the box. He pinch hit for Hoffman in the DH spot. So that was his first time up there today. Here's a fly ball out into left, ranging back. Smith Chandler to the track, and it bounces into the wall. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, 3 runs are in easily. Tate Shimao empties the bases, and Hawaii moves ahead 10-1.
Shimao roped that one on a wall banger. Just took that high inside pitch and took it all the way to the warning tracks. And now the Rainbow Warriors are up by 9, and they're in double digits as far as runs go.
Four runs have scored in the inning. And that brings up the top of the order. Kamana Nahaku, in the box. Men on second with 1 out. Back-to-back hits against Kahalekai since he entered. Delivers a first pitch strike to Nahaku.
Last year, Kahalekai in this same matchup picked up back-to-back saves against the Rainbow Warriors.
Fly ball hit high down the left field line. Smith Chandler camped underneath it, and he makes the catch. That's the first out recorded by Kaimi Kahalekai. Second out of the inning. Runner remains at second. The first 3 runs all get charged to Caleb Anderson. The 4th goes against Kahaleikai's line. Gabe Wright in the box now. Still a man in scoring position for Hawaii. Checks his swing on a pitch that caught the outside corner.
Good pitch right there on the outside. Painting the plate here.
0-1 to Gabe Wright. Curveball in the dirt, blocked by Stewart. Hawaii's now ahead 10-1 as they put up another 4 runs. 2 crooked numbers for the Rainbow Warriors in this game. A 6 spot in the second and now 4 in the 7th. Right buckled, but a curveball still missed. Count is 2-1. This is back-to-back games now for Hawaii that they've scored in double digits. Mercy ruled Chaminade at home in their midweek game this week, 15-0 in 7 innings. Wright pops one out of play. So it must be a good sight for Rich Hill down in that third base coaching box. This Hawaii offense has struggled to get off the ground this year, even as their pitching staff has been one of the best in the country in the very early part of the season. The pitching staff part is held up tonight with their starter Isaiah Magdaleno going 6 one-run innings. Now the offense doing a good job in this game as well. Curveball misses low. Count is full between Keimi Kahalekai and Gabe Wright.
Kahalekai trying to give himself a chance to try to get out of this inning with a full count and 2 outs and a man on second.
Payoff pitch misses down low. First base was open and Gabe Wright will take it. Runners at first and second now with 2 down.
Kahalekai just missed that one on the lower quadrant of the strike zone. He's going to have to do it all over again with Ziegler Namoa.
9th batter to the plate in this 7th inning. Kahalekai trying to limit the damage to 4. First pitch fastball roped into right field and down. Base hit in front of Montgomery. Throw is going to third and it's tipped. Tried to be cut off by Enright at second base, but it rolled through. Ben Ziegler Momoa with another RBI base hit. Score now 11-1 in the 7th.
Ziegler Namoa just doing a phenomenal job tonight about getting on top of the ball and just driving it straight through. Not trying to power through, hit home runs or any big hits, just small base hits that get the runs across the board.
Connor Stewart's going out to talk to Kahalekai. Hawaii officially has entered blowout range.
Kahalekai's only pitched 16 this inning after coming in. 2 earned runs on his record so far.
The 7th inning is the 2nd time tonight that Hawaii has batted around. Draven Nishida led off this game, or led off this 7th inning with a walk. Now up there again. Runners at the corners with 2 out. Already 5 in within the 7th inning. First pitch fastball misses low.
Kahalekai's got to work back with the fastball now.
Kahalekai's ERA has risen to 9 with 2 more earned runs going against his line. His season stats in this inning. Hard ground ball over to second base. Elliott stabs it and throws to first a little low, but Lena able to go down and get it. That ends the inning, but another 5 runs for Hawaii makes it 11-1. The fans that remain at Blair Field will stand up to stretch. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hawaii ahead by 10 on 22 West Radio. After putting up 5 more runs in the top of the 7th inning, Hawaii leads 11-1, and they finally make a pitching change. Isaiah Magdaleno out of the game. The Hawaii starter went 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts through 107 pitches. An efficient and quality outing from Hawaii's Friday night starter. Now the reliever they're going to is the left-handed sophomore Grant Garman. Long Beach State will send up a pinch hitter to begin the bottom of the 7th inning. The lefty Caden Smacka will go up to hit for Reed Montgomery. So a new pitcher and a new hitter. First pitch from Garman, fastball that missed up high.
Caden Smacka hitting 200 this season. 200 flat, that is. He's had 20 at-bats so far. 4 runs, 4 hits.
Breaking ball missed.
6 walks as well.
Fastball in there for the first strike out of the hand of Garman.
Garman on the bump, the lefty. He's got a 3.37 ERA, 1 win, no losses. Only 10 innings pitched so far this 2026 season.
Smacka takes another one out of the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Man on the bump has only allowed 9 hits and 5 runs.
3.37 ERA. 3-1 fastball popped up off the hands in foul territory. Shimao can't get to it as he went into a slide. So the count's full for Caden Smacka. Really was a great outing by Isaiah Magdaleno. Gave up a home run to the second batter that he faced, and it was all smooth sailing from there. Long Beach, from that point forward, did not have more than a single base runner in any one given inning. They had 1 hit each in the 2nd inning, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. And then the 6th, they struck out in order. Caden Smacka swings through this one, so it's 4 straight strikeouts now overall for Long Beach State, going back to the 6th, and actually 5 straight because they struck out to end the 5th as well. Going to bring up another batter for the first time tonight. Dylan Lena entered as a defensive sub in the 5th. Now hitting for the first time in this one.
Dylan Lena from Carson, California.
Long Beach's leader on the season with 3 home runs. Takes a first pitch strike. Cue ball rolling down the first base line, and it'll stay foul.
Last year, Lena appeared in 22 games, starting 20 before an injury ended his season during the UC Santa Barbara series. He had 2 home runs in his final game against the Gauchos around this time last year, March 28th, and he had 286.
There were some fireworks for Lena in that game on Tuesday at USC, and the Trojans were ahead 6-1 in the 9th inning. Lena was up there when the Dirtbags were down to their last out, wound up walking, and there had been some tensions in the crowd between the Long Beach fans and USC home crowd earlier. He ropes one down the line and just foul. Only missed the left field foul line by a couple of inches. So the count stays 0-2, but Lena, after he walked against USC in that 9th inning, as he was making his way down to first base, had some words not only for the USC dugout, but for the fans behind the dugout as well. And it wound up with a situation where the umpires had to step in and prevent any kind of escalation from happening. Long Beach wound up with their whole team, including Lena after the final out was made, needing to be ushered by the umpires down the left field line to prevent any further festivities Lena was yelling over towards USC the whole way down as he was getting led away by the umpiring crew. Another 0-2 pitch, and it hit him. So Dylan Lena drops the bat with some flair. He's a guy that creeps right up onto the plate, and so tends to get hit quite a bit. Never takes it kindly, but that one obviously not intentional in an 0-2 count. Either way, Lena gives a slow walk down to first base. That'll bring up another pinch hitter for Long Beach State. So Connor Stewart's night is done, and it's Luke Taylor, sophomore catcher, who's going to go up and hit now.
Luke Taylor from Holiday, Utah. Last year as a freshman appeared in 29 games, starting 21 times, posted 16 hits and 86 at-bats. This year he's hitting .286 with 7 at-bats.
Takes the first pitch out of the zone for ball 1. Taylor batted third in that exhibition game against Waseda University a couple weeks ago. Pops it out of play to make the count 1-1. He had previously committed during his recruiting trail out of Utah. He committed to USC as a catcher, but then right at the end of his senior season of high school baseball, sustained an elbow injury he had to have surgery for. Wound up having his offer taken away from USC and wound up on campus here at Long Beach State. Checked his swing and didn't go around, so it's a 2-1 count. Last year, almost exclusively DH'd as he was working back from that elbow surgery. Now takes one, and the count is 2-2.
Seemed to be a slider coming in from the outside and back in right down the pipe. And Taylor just kind of watched it rise in there.
Next pitch just misses. Counts full to Luke Taylor. Dylan Lena, the runner, down at first with 1 out. 11-1 Hawaii in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Taylor's got 2 hits on the season, looking to make it 3.
Fouls one straight back.
Dylan Lena over there at first base. Only 1 stolen base so far this season. Hasn't been caught otherwise.
TJ Bruce unloading the bench here in this inning. 2 pinch hitters so far. Payoff pitch lined up the middle and stabbed at second base. Throw back to first is in time.
Wow.
Watanabe picks up the double play as Dylan Lena gets doubled off at first in an 11-1 ball game. Not one that will likely be taken kindly by that dirtbag dugout. Either way, that does it for the bottom of the 7th. Going to the 8th, 11-1 Hawaii on 22 West Radio. Long Beach with a slew of subs here after Luke Taylor pinch hit Damon Valdez in defensively. Ty Borgonio also into the game at second base. Caden Smacker remains in the game in right field, and Mason Timmick is the new pitcher on the mound. He misses with the first pitch to Elijah Iquez. It's 11-1 Hawaii in the top of the 8th inning, so TJ Bruce getting in some subs here. And time was called before the second pitch.
Mason Timmick from Torrance, California.
Next one in for a strike from Timmick. Right-handed freshman on the mound, throws from a sidearm slingshot delivery. Misses up and in.
Timmick has that sidearm release point that has the batter's eye kind of rearrange itself, if you will. Different release point, different spin rate.
It's a different or difficult look for the right-handed batters as the pitch looks like it's coming from behind them, especially on a breaking ball. Timmick did find the zone there on a fastball, so it's 2-2 to Iquez.
Good advantage for Timmick if he can utilize it well.
Slider almost caught the front door. Damon Valdez, the catcher, looked like he was ready to throw it back for a strikeout, but instead Iquez gets the call. Full count to lead off, top of the 8th inning. Oh man. No, I think he's calling a pitch clock violation. You see that, Alex? I'm trying to catch up on my book.
I think it was a balk, if I'm not mistaken, because the clock still had about 4 seconds left when we stopped.
It's not a balk. Base is empty. Had to be a pitch clock violation that they're calling.
It was weird because there was still like 4 seconds left on the pitch clock, so I don't really know what the call was.
Line drive foul off the bat of Cody Watanabe. Elijah Iquez is down at first base. Is a walk in the book. A 1 pitch in for a strike to Watanabe. Chopper up the middle, Enray able to stab it at shortstop and toss to the second base bag. That's a great play by Trotter Enright to get one. It was a high chopper that hit the very lip of the grass and just stayed down. He had to drop straight to the ground, and I don't know how he didn't let that ball go straight through his legs. Wouldn't have been an error, but Enright still does a good job and then flips with the glove to second base for the out. Watanabe reaches on a fielder's choice.
Quick shortstop reaction there, and a nice flip to second base to save a runner in scoring position.
First pitch taken for a strike by Jake Redding.
Jake Redding walked his last at bat in the 7th inning.
0-1, line drive right at Dylan Lena at first base, and that'll be a double play. Watanabe was running off the bag. So after Long Beach had the bottom of the 7th end on a double play, they do the same thing to Hawaii in the top of the 8th. Going to the bottom half of the 8th, still 11-1 Hawaii on 22 West Radio. It's a family connection here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Damon Valdez, Long Beach State's true freshman catcher, entered on defense in the top of the 8th inning. And now his brother, Derek Valdez, is on the mound for Hawaii in the bottom of the 8th. The Valdez family is here in attendance, a strong contingent right behind home plate, going crazy. First pitch in for a strike from the lefty on the mound. The Valdez brothers, both from right here in Long Beach, went to Los Alamitos High School. And some pretty cool custom jerseys on the Valdez family. They've got a Long Beach and a Hawaii logo on both of them. Hard ground ball from Ty Borgonio over to shortstop. Throw across from Iquez, gets through and bounces over into the Hawaii dugout fencing. Borgonio advances up to second base. See how that's ruled. Would have been a good play by Iquez over in the 5.5 hole, but they do immediately throw an error on the board, at least for the throw. We'll see if they rule it an infield single on a throwing error or just an error against Iquez. That's going to bring up Damon Valdez now to face his brother. What a moment this is.
Wow.
Man at second with nobody out.
Can feel the tension. A lot of fans standing up now.
First pitch fastball in there for a strike. I mean, this is the moment of the game right here.
Absolutely.
In an 11-1 ball game, what else could you be excited about? Damon Valdez versus Derek Valdez. 0-1 fastball missed outside. Damon Valdez is hitting in the place of Trevor Goldenetz. So the subs are all over the place at this point for Long Beach State. But Valdez is in there in Goldenetz's spot. Line drive over to shortstop, stabbed by Iquez. His throw across the diamond, up high again, but a great play at first base by Ziegler to come off the bag, field it, and then tag out Valdez. Ziegler Namoa with a web gem over there to save the out, and Derek Valdez wins this brotherly battle.
And they nod to each other as he goes back to the dugout. What a moment that was. And a nice rip. He almost made it too on that off throw, but the tag was able to get down.
It's a hard hit ball, but the shortstop for Derek Valdez gets him bragging rights. Jake Evans in the box again. First pitch fastball taken just outside for ball one.
Jake Evans came into this game trailing Trevor Goldenetz by .01 as far as averages go. Batting average, that is. Came in at 378, and Trevor Goldenetz was at 379.
Counts 1-1 to Evans. Now he checks his swing and fouls one off. I am furiously trying to catch up on this book over here.
There's been a lot of subs on both sides of the field here as we're nearing the end of this ball game, and it's a 10-run spread.
One-two, ground ball over towards third base, fielded by Shimao. Throw across the diamond, bounces 3 times, but is dug out by Ziegler Namoa. Gave a point over to his third baseman, kept the throw low to give him a chance. Borgonio did advance to third base, but it's a 5-3 ground out.
One of the very few times that Long Beach has had a runner on third so far in this game. Trotter Enright's gonna come up to the plate, hoping to get him across. 2 down, bottom of the 8th.
First pitch taken for a strike by Enright.
Trotter Enright from Newbury Park, California.
Fastball roped down the left field line and foul. Man on third with 2 out. Hawaii still ahead 11-1.
The sophomore started 28 of 31 appearances last year as a freshman, and he hit .240 with 8 RBIs. Scored 17 runs, recorded 4 doubles, and 1 triple. So the lefty's going to dig back in again on the 0-2 count with 2 down, man on third.
Slider bounces in, but is picked out by Redding. Derek Valdez trying to work a scoreless bottom of the 8th with his family in attendance. Already one of his outs included his younger brother, Damon, on a ground out to short. 1-2 pitch from Valdez to Enright. Pop up out of play.
Valdez spent the past 2 seasons at Cerritos College. Only about 15-20 minute drive from here. He appeared in and started 32 games in the 2024 season. And he went 12-3 as a starting pitcher in 2025 with an ERA of 1.63.
Chopper on the ground to the right side. Watanabe ranges in at second. His throw to first is in time. It's a scoreless inning for Derek Valdez. We're going to the 9th, still 11-1 Rainbow Warriors on 22 West Radio. Garrett Greco in for Hawaii. Mason Timmick still on the mound for Long Beach State. The top of the 9th inning. The first pitch missed low. Greco pinch hit in the 7th inning. Ended up reaching on an infield single. Now takes a strike. Swings and misses. Counts 1-2, and Long Beach has made some more changes. Justin Rolston is into the game. He's in right field. Smith Chandler, the starter in left, shifted over to center. And then Caden Smacka moved over to left.
Garrett Greco's last plate appearance in the 7th inning. Picked up an RBI on a single. This one just missed, and the crowd didn't seem to like it too much. Right on the outside for the sidewinding pitcher. Righty-lefty matchup this time around.
Count is full. Line drive down the left field line and foul.
Timick only has a walk under his belt as he's only pitched an inning.
Chopper towards shortstop, and the throw from Enright pulled Lena off the bag. Would have been a tough play, but they give the error to him right away.
And that's a routine play right there that Long Beach has to fix over there at shortstop. That's what makes this game from prolonging longer than it needs to be and slowly stop the bleeding.
Tate Shimao in the box next for Hawai'i. Now I'm going to try and catch us up on the subs because it's been all over the place. I think that there was a mistake made in public address last inning. That is where I've gotten to. And no, not trying to blame the public address announcer here. It's been confusing. They announced and we assumed that Damon Valdez entered defensively last inning. I don't think that he did. That's still Luke Taylor in the squad.
Yeah.
Damon Valdez pinch hit for Trevor Goldenetz in the bottom of the 8th. And now Justin Rolston replaced him in the outfield. That's the only way for this book to work. That's what I'm rolling with. The 1-1 count. Shimao took one. Now Shimao tips one into the glove, and it's 1-2. So, Smith Chandler's in center field. Caden Smacka, who was in right field last inning, now moves over to left field. Justin Rolston entered the game in place of Damon Valdez in right field. Jake Evans and Trotter Enright, the starters, still on the left side of the infield. Shimao fouls one back. Ty Borgonio is at second base. He entered in last inning in the top of the 8th. Dylan Lehner remains at first base after entering in the 5th inning. And Luke Taylor is catching after he pinch hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. Boom. I hope I'm right.
That sounds pretty accurate to me, Bruce.
Passes the vibe check.
Yep.
Another foul ball from Shimao. It's 11-1 Hawaii in the top of the 9th inning. So the subs have been flowing. Man on first with nobody out. A true freshman, Mason Timick, trying to get through a second inning of work.
These are the moments in a game where you might not think are too important given the score, but for a guy like Mason Timick, he's trying to get his reps in and become a better ball player.
Another foul ball.
And these are the moments that you got to take advantage of as a pitcher or just as a player in general that might not get as much playing time as other players on this dirtbag squad. It's your time to show that you can really be a part of this squad and maybe even get a starting position if you play well enough.
Now takes one at the knees, and he's finally rung up. Timick picks up his first strikeout as Shimao goes down looking.
And that's his 5th of the season.
Brings up the top of the order, Kamana Nahaku. Nahaku is 1 for 4 with a walk tonight, an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. The lead at first base from Garrett Greco is essentially not a lead. The first pitch is taken for a strike by Nahaku. Now Dylan Lena is not even going to hold him on. Greco was standing maybe 2 steps off the base. Extends it to 3 with Lena playing behind him. Pitch hit Nahaku in the back ankle, it looked like, as he was trying to get out of the way. Hawaii now with a couple runners on and 1 out.
And that's the risk about having that low sidearm pitch too. If you let it slip, it has way bigger of a chance to hit the batter too, because you're already directly parallel with the batter's stance if they're a righty. So we're gonna have Gabe Wright come up for this time around. 2 runners on. Still only have 1 out here in the top of the 9th.
First pitch misses to Gabe Wright.
Gabe Wright came into this game hitting .231. Last inning he had a walk. He's been hit by a pitch. He's been struck out. He's got a triple as well. And a foul out.
Another one missed, so it's 2-0.
Missed this one low and outside as well, so now we're at 3-0.
Thank you, as I'm flipping my score sheet over, trying to get everything done. There's been a lot of score sheet narration here. I apologize to the audience. Just being real with where this game is. This is the first of a 3-game set this weekend between Long Beach State and Hawaii. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Gabe Wright to load the bases.
It looked like he was going for a good one and on that strikeout the last at bat, but you got bases loaded now and a lefty coming up to bat, so you got to take advantage of the mismatch. Ziegler-Namoa back up at it again.
2 hits tonight for Ben Ziegler-Namoa. 2 for 4 with a couple of runs driven in and a walk. Bases juiced with 1 out. First pitch from Timmick, misses down low with a sinker.
Last year, Namoa was 2nd team All Big West and Big West Championship All Tournament team as a senior. He led the team in RBIs with 54, led the team in doubles and slugging, and he was tied for the team lead in hits with 72. So that one misses, so it's 2-0 once again.
His last at-bat was in the 7th inning, an RBI single. Takes one on the outside corner, so Timmick gets back into the zone. Had missed with 6 straight. Actually 7 straight, going back to the hit by pitch of Nahaku.
Good pitch right there on the low outside corner for this lefty.
Now swing and a miss, gets the count full, or 2-2, excuse me.
This time on the inside, switching it up. Painting all around the plate.
Long Beach is going to be trying to bury Mason Timmick if they can. There is action in the bullpen, but 2 more games to go this weekend. Love to not have to go to another arm. No, pitch misses down and in. Count is now full.
And those are sort of the repercussions of Jake Fields not going as long as everyone expected him to. He was out pretty quick in the beginning of this game.
The Long Beach starter, Jake Fields, only went 1+. Walked the first 3 batters of the 2nd inning, and then was lifted as Timmick was able to find the zone on this one. Ziegler-Namoa was walking down to first base, but he goes down looking. Matt McMahon rings him up. Bases stay loaded, but 2 outs now, and Timmick will have a chance to get out of it.
Good pitch right there, going first strike on the outside corner, then back on the inside, and then for the strikeout, back on the outside, going back and forth.
Driven Nishida in there. Chopper up the middle, over to his right. Borgonio Fields goes the short way to second base, and Long Beach leaves them loaded. Going to the bottom of the 9th, Long Beach trailing by 10. They'll have 3 more outs to work with. This is Long Beach State Dirtbags. Bruce Kuntz alongside Alex Prado on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We'll be back for the bottom of the 9th on 22 West Radio. 3 more outs for Long Beach State to work with. They trail by 10 as we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Smith Chandler is going to lead it off. One of the few starters remaining in the game for Long Beach State. And he'll still be facing Derek Valdez on the mound for Hawai'i. Chandler 1 for 2 tonight. Single in the 4th, a strikeout in the 6th, and a walk in the 1st inning. Left on right matchup, first pitch slider in for a strike.
This season, Chandler's hitting .364.
Takes one outside to make it 1-1. The Valdez family still cheering on Derek on the mound. Chopper to the left side, and it was tipped by Shinao. Gets by Iquez into left field. So I think that's got to be ruled a base hit for Smith Chandler. He's on as the leadoff man for Long Beach State in the 9th.
Chandler sparked some life into this crowd with that gapper on the left side field.
And now a pinch hitter coming up for Long Beach State. Guion De Castro will hit in place of Matt Toomey. The DH spot in the order.
Redshirt freshman from Miami, Florida. Last year he played for Arizona State, but sat out the season. So now he's here at Long Beach getting some playing time in the bottom of the 9th.
Takes a first pitch strike. He's looking for his first hit of the season at 0 for 6. Fastball misses outside. Smith Chandler not being held on at first base. 10-run deficit with Hawai'i ahead 11-1. Slider misses down and away. This game is going to be Long Beach State's 7th straight loss. We'll bring him to 0-4 in conference play. That has not been the start of the season that TJ Bruce was looking for in his 2nd campaign at the helm. Here's a ground ball to shortstop fielded by Iquez. He touches second base himself and then throws to first in plenty of time for a 6-3 double play. And now Long Beach is down to their final out.
Hawaii's going to pick up their first Big West win. Long Beach was looking to battle it out and get theirs as well, but didn't go their way tonight as they're down by 10 here on their last out with Caden Smaka at the plate, lefty on lefty matchup.
First pitch taken for a ball by Smaka. Derek Valdez trying to get through the final 2 innings of this game. Slider in for a strike. For probables, Hawai'i has a probable starting pitcher listed for tomorrow. Long Beach does not. Hekele Rabello, the likely and listed probable starter for Hawai'i. The game will be at 6 o'clock again, same as tonight. And we'll be on the air for it.
Long Beach has 2 more games against Hawaii to redeem themselves after tonight's big loss.
Line drive, and that's going to get down. Caden Smaka has himself a base hit. Pulls into first with a single.
Smaka now willing to go down without a fight. Nice rip over there to right center field, excuse me.
Second hit of the inning, and that brings Dylan Lena back up. Same walk-up music for Dylan Lena as Shohei Ohtani uses. Michael Bublé echoing through the walls of Blair Field.
That always has a certain empowerment in a stadium whenever you hear that song now.
First pitch misses. That Michael Bublé track makes it feel like you're going to see something you've never seen before. Valdez steps off the mound.
Last year, Dylan Lena appeared in 22 games, starting 20 before an injury ended his season during the UC Santa Barbara series.
It was a good year for Lena in his first year as a dirtbag, but it was unfortunate it was cut short. Swings through a fastball here to make it 1-1.
He's a huge part of this Long Beach squad last year, and he's looking to make his way up once again this year.
Tips a fastball into the glove, and now Long Beach is down to their final strike. It's been all Hawaii tonight, 10 unanswered runs, or 11 unanswered runs, excuse me, after Long Beach struck first with a Jake Evans solo homer. Second batter of the bottom of the first inning. Long Beach went up 1-0. Since then, Hawaii has 11 straight runs. Lena watches a fastball up high and gave a little halfway to a Soto shuffle, keeping his eyes firmly planted on the pitcher instead of the scoreboard. 2-2, checks his swing and it misses low. Counts full to Dylan Lena.
Lena will always be an entertainer at least. He's got some flashiness to him.
Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Derek Valdez goes the final 2 innings for Hawaii, and the Rainbow Warriors get into the win column in Big West play for the first time this season. They're 1-3 in conference. Long Beach loses their 7th straight, going to 0-4. 11-1 the final score, all Hawaii to open up this 3-game series.
Great effort from Hawaii here. Not backing down after that Jake Evans home run to start this game off, and just piling on top of those innings where they batted around. They did it twice, and they just kept working with whatever they got. And as far as the Long Beach side, they struggled to hit, but our pitching on some areas was good enough to get by and hold off Hawaii for a little while. Anderson had 5 Ks, 3 hits in 4 innings pitched. He had 2 walks and a total pitch count of 75. He basically doubled his season high pitch count, so credit to him for holding off for as long as he did. But ultimately, Long Beach's offense was not enough to capture the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
Isaiah Magdaleno gets the win, going to 2-1 for Hawaii. Jake Fields falls to 1-3 with the loss. And at 11-1, Hawaii gets the win. Still 2 more games to go in this series. We'll be on the air for both of them, starting with tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll be back on the air alongside Brandon Rodriguez for that one tomorrow. And that'll do it for us here at Blair Field. For Alex Prado next to me, Saya Youngblood on the board, and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew. I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night at 6 for the next game of